So this is how my Saturday race went. I missed the spear and the race was over after that. So here's my Sunday race where I did a lot better and I hit my spear. This is the West Palm Beach sprint weekend. Saturday and Sunday were both a sprint. The course was very flat and very fast. I believe on Sunday, Alvaro ran elite and he easily won. Ran in like 23 minutes or something ridiculous like that. The beginning of this race is a lot of running. So it's for the runners, you can take off and just go. There's not really any hard obstacles. There's like a sandbag and a turquoise, which might slow down a runner. But for the most part, it's just go out and sprint. And then the back half, not even the back half, the back 3/4 of a mile are really where the obstacles kick in. So Saturday I ran way too fast in the beginning. I didn't feel good Saturday. My heart rate was through the roof right out the gate. So my goal was to kind of take it easy on the beginning and not blow up, which I always say this. But Sunday I ran a lot better. And so the beginning is just like 2 overwalls, 2 hurdles, and then here comes the first obstacle. It's failable, and it's a penalty loop, monkey bars. If you notice, there's that cloud. It actually started raining right as we got to monkey bars. You don't see it here, but my buddy, he told me that there was a few people who actually failed monkey bars because of the rain. I noticed it was raining, so I took the sideways matching grip approach. Got through it. This is another obstacle, quote unquote, cliff climb. It was just a little hill with a rope. Here comes the sandbag, which is the first slow down the runners obstacle. And then there's that hill you got to go up. So something I thought was weird is that they had the old sandbags for this. So I pulled it, took an extra second to condense the sand all one side, and that way I could handle the bag better. And then it's up this hill, back down the hill, the biggest hill in Florida, and then back to running. And it's just a straight, flat, boring run. I think the temperature was like in the high 70s, so I don't do well in the heat. So I was trying to hold back actually a little bit here on the running. Every water station I found, I was trying to throw water on myself. And I'm probably sitting in like 8th for the heat. There's like a good pack in front of us. Threw water on myself here, and then I took the same approach on this turquoise, that like half body, half arm, where you pull it and kind of lean back at the same time. And it seemed to work really well. And you can see I get it up pretty quick compared to others. And then once you can fall all the way back, fall back, and then right back down. The rain stops, and now it's a little more muggy than it was before. Back to the long straight run, and there's that sun, and it was hot. Probably honestly coming up on 1.5 miles here soon, and you're halfway through the race, and you can see it's been is running. Next is Helix, which really isn't an obstacle, but I want to give a shout out to the judges because I heard them call out a guy for touching the top, and they said, "Hey, you failed. You got to do burpees." So that's awesome. I'm glad that there's someone out there that's holding people accountable. Another obstacle that I thought was pretty cool that gives a strength component coming up is the plate drag. So Saturday I did it, and even the Atlas carry, which is about to come up, it felt heavy. And I was like, this is how I know that I'm struggling. When the Atlas carry or even a plate drag feel heavy. Here's some water. I took advantage of that. Me and this guy right here, we battle it out at the end for second and third. So you see a lot of him. But yeah, when I saw Saturday, I saw how it was a struggle for me to pick up the Atlas carry, and this plate drag. I knew, I was like, I'm not in a good spot. So there went the mile 2 marker. Here comes plate drag. Another benefit I had of running Saturday was you can see that some of these lanes are pretty shitty, and I knew all the way at the end it was nice and flat. So I ran all the way down there, and I grabbed the best lane. I did like a walking back pulling approach. Kind of had to almost do like a little bit of a squat, like you can see the guy to my left is doing, but I was also walking back. I was able to get it faster than him. And then drag it back. Then next is spear throw. So I was a little nervous because the day before I missed it, like you saw in the beginning of this video, which I barely missed, and I was pissed. First time I missed it this year. First time I think I've missed it in over a year. So going up to it, I started to slow down, get my heart rate down, catch my breath, get my breathing under control, and then I threw it. I think Spartan does this on purpose, where they put the spear throw facing the sun. That's really nice of them. And then I saw the guy to my right, he hit it, and pressure was on. I was like, all right, well, I got to hit it now. And then it was off to multi-rig. So I felt really good after this. And this is where my goal was, okay, there's nothing failable really after this, time to push. So you see that guy with that black jersey again. And then this guy in the red shirt, and then the other guy shirtless just finished. Those are going to be the guys I'm going to be running with and racing to the finish. They're all in my age group, except the guy in the red. And we're going to battle it out this last 3/4 of a mile. Through the multi-rig, you saw I did the swinging or the skipping. It was a little bit of a stretch. So if you got short arms, then it might not be the way to go, but I was able to do it, and it made a difference. I got past that guy in the black. We're coming up to bucket carry. I pick it up. I was like, all right, here we go. This is where I'm going to pass these guys. Push. And I couldn't catch them. I don't know. And then I get past. And this guy actually crushes the bucket carry and gets a little bit of a gap on us. I was a little surprised. Maybe I went out a little too hard. Who knows? But after this bucket carry, there's not really much room to make up ground. There's probably, I think, a half a mile left, if that. We got inverted wall, whatever. Get over that. So this guy without the shirt, he's in my age group. And then that guy in the black, way up ahead, is in my age group. Guy in the red is the age group just above me, in the 35 to 39. Again, I saw the other day that this was the best Z-wall. Some of them were leaning to, like this one on the right was leaning towards the right a little bit. So if you got on it, you'd actually be leaning backwards. This was the best one. So I took the risk of going behind that other guy, but he goes through it way faster than me. I'm a big fan of this blind side. I've made up my mind, big fan, blind side first because it's harder, and then it allows you to jump. So you can almost skip a whole section. So like right here, I got my feet set, and then I jump the last section. That's the way to go, 100%. Obviously, there's other factors. If it's wet or if it's snow and you need the sun versus to dry. I mean, that's the way to go, especially when it's dry like today. So another thing, this barbed wire sucks about age group is people got in my way, and I couldn't really do what I wanted to do, whatever, that's how it is. But it was pretty high. So I was doing the jump roll approach where you could like jump into the roll, and I was able to catch this guy in the red and the other two guys, but then they just took off through this rolling mud. My heart rate was at like 191 at this point. I checked my Garmin, so I was hurting, but I know it's just really a straightaway to the finish line at this point. So you can see they're a whole hill ahead of me. Next is dunk wall, and as I'm getting to the top, they're already out and about to take off running. So they're a good 15, they're right there, but they're a good 15 seconds ahead of me. So I jump into the dunk wall, I lose my camera, and I was contemplating just leaving it, but I put it back on real quick, get back up and start running. Next is the slip wall. Again, like, I'm thinking in my head, like, maybe these guys are too far from catching them, but I'm still gonna push and put myself in position in case anything happens. So I actually tried to run up. I ran up halfway on the slip wall and then grabbed the rope, or usually I just walk up to it and then grab it. And then you can see they're right there. So I'm starting to catch them. Something I noticed is that when we get to inverted cargo net, they don't flip. They don't do the flip. So that cost them time. And then that kind of gave me hope. So you can see they both step over, all three of them did, and then I get up real quick, so they're right there, and I flip over, and I start to catch them. So now I'm probably 5 seconds behind them, whereas I was 15. Next is rope, A-frame, and then that's it. So push, and my only hope now is I do the rope and the A-frame faster than them. Get to the rope climb. I see that one of them's halfway up. He looks like he's struggling a little bit. He's using his feet. It's not very fast. The other one's using his feet. The other one's not. He's taking his time. So I just run up to it, climb up it fast, and I get it. And then now we're all going to the A-frame at the same time. And now it's who wants it more. Get to the A-frame. And then again, I noticed that they go to step over instead of doing the flip. So I literally throw myself over the A-frame, and then my camera falls off. So I sprint to the finish, and turns out I got second for my age group, and beat third by 5 seconds. Felt good. Was really happy with my results. 24 seconds behind first. I think I was 5th overall in age group or something like that. And really happy after missing the Spear Saturday. This is my last race for quite a bit. I'm gonna take a little break, and then Asheville will be my next race. So overall, it was a great race.